Hi everyone. So this is going to be I think a fun video. A lot of the people that come and watch my sitar videos here are new students or people who are interested in learning the sitar, and I felt like I could make a video that would be really useful for new students, but yeah, also anyone who's been playing for a while because maybe you have similar thoughts or you want to weigh in on this, and it'd be a really great time for us to have a conversation and a dialogue, so forth. So this is my video about 5 things I've learned after 6 years of sitar lessons. So I've been taking lessons for 6 years now, and I want to talk about just sort of like 5 things that stand out to me in my journey of learning this instrument that I think would be beneficial to anyone who wants to learn this instrument. And like I said, so first things first, I do want to do a little plug here. And that's for my new super cool sitar t-shirt that I have here that I'm really loving. And I also have this really new cool sitar iPhone case for all different size iPhones. And I have a new sitar tea coffee mug with a sitar, and it says Ravi on this side, it says Vilyat on that side. So no matter what Gharana you're into or you follow or belong to, hopefully this works for you. And if you're thinking, where can I get these really cool things? I now have an Etsy store. And if I seem really excited about this, it's because someone asked me, and I went, yeah, why don't I make some sitar stuff? So I really like this shirt. It's sort of like how you would hold the sitar in the position. It's really soft and great, and I'm loving it. And I'm just really excited. So anyways, there's a link in the description. If you want to see these things, and maybe I'll have some more stuff over time, please check them out. But yes, I'm really digging these. Anywho, back to the topic at hand. So, what are the things that I've learned? These 5 things, right? And these are not specific like, oh, a specific, exercise or, composition or technique thing. These are like big fundamental things. The first one is your finger calluses. They need to be, whether you're a 2-finger or 3-person style, they need to be rock solid. I have found that the better the calluses on my finger, the more dense and intense it is, just the better I can play. I can do better means. I can hold stuff. My endurance is much better. And it's totally changed my playing. I have videos on taping your fingers, which is really helpful when your fingers are really sore, especially in the beginning. And I'll admit, I will still tape now. I've gotten away from that more recently. I have a thing called a string gym, which I've probably seen me mention in videos. I use that all the time. I use it so much. It's a little piece of string you squeeze in your fingers to keep your callus like crazy. And I do it until I break the string. And I've replaced the string a bunch of times. I love that thing. I use it all the time. When a viewer recommended it to me, asked me if I knew anything about it, and I initially thought, oh, this is kind of dumb. Who cares? Just practice more. But I found it's been great. I'm at work. I'm working on my sitar callus. I'm on a long car ride, can't practice. I'm working on my sitar callus. It's great. Whatever you got to do, whether it's practicing more or even just putting one layer of tape to let your fingers both get activated but like heal a little bit. The better your callus is, and also just in general, the stronger your hands are. This da-ra motion you have to do, your shoulder moving your arm around. I've have a 1.5 pound weight every now and then. I'll put, it's a wrist weight. I'll wear that to actually and just practice big long runs, just to work on moving my arm with almost some resistance, as if I'm going to the gym to make my arm stronger. And then you take it off and you're like, oh, that's crazy fast, because it makes a difference. You feel it. And just anything you can do to make your hands stronger, it makes a huge difference. Play loud, play hard. Be afraid that you're going to break a string almost. Um, be obviously respectful of your instrument, but like don't be afraid. If you break a string, put a new one on. I know as new students that's really intimidating, but you're gonna do it. It's gonna break eventually, um, and you're gonna have to learn how to fix it. So, you know, don't be afraid. Number two, this is obvious, but just practice a lot. Practice makes perfect, but it's really about perfect practice. I think it's better to spend 10 minutes doing one thing really intently and focused and am I getting that note in pitch? Is that graceful? Am I just working on the scale or a sorghum for clarity? I think 10 minutes of that type of stuff is better than spending an hour playing a little bit of everything and not really focusing and not actually like getting good, right? There's a Bruce Lee quote, and I'll paraphrase here, but Bruce Lee, I like martial arts, so bear with me. But Bruce Lee quote is, I'm more afraid of a man who's practiced one kick 10,000 times than a man who's practiced 10,000 kicks one time, right? And I think that really applies to sitar. If you want to have good tone, if you want to have good clarity, if you want to have your instrument be resonant and have good volume and just all the things that you want, like to sound pretty, like you got to work on like little things. So I think it's better to every now and then make sure you're just focusing on those things. Number 3, tuning your sitar makes you play better. It sometimes can take 10 minutes to sit and tune your sitar and get all your sympathetic strings. All right, but you know what? Every time I do that, I play better. Now, I will say for sure, I definitely take my sitar out sometimes, and I just practice. That's fine too. But make sure you don't skip over the thing about like actually making the instrument in tune and making the fretted notes are gonna bloom because your sympathetic strings are in tune. Because otherwise, you're not going to know if you're playing in tune and correct. It's part of the instrument. So spend the time to do that. And yeah, and the better quality sitar you have, obviously, the easier that's going to be, the better it'll stay in tune. Certainly, a cheaper sitar, maybe you get off eBay, that's going to be a little more time-consuming process. But I still think try to figure out ways to make it happen. And part of that is a tabla machine. Whatever you use, I use iTabla Pro, which is an app here on my phone. Love that case. Love that case. But yeah, I use iTabla Pro, and I have a video about that too. A lot of plugs tonight. My apologies. But I find that like I didn't practice with a metronome consistently my first 2 years. I don't know, I didn't. And I play guitar, and I've been through, I played trumpet, in a, elementary school and high school band, for years. I played trumpet for like 10 years in school. And it's like, yeah, I know, like, play with a metronome. Like, I know that, but I didn't. But then I started to, and huge difference. So whether it's an app or whatever it is, that just, and I like the iTabla Pro because one, it does a bunch of other things, but it has tabla drums, obviously. So yeah, I don't know what else to say about that. It's just, if you play in time, you have to count your beats. You have to make sure you are not going faster or slower certain parts. And it's really great if you're doing Polta exercises. Jala, it's helpful. What was I going to say? I'm like any Mizrab exercise, all your warm-up exercises, just playing scales, on the sorghum, whatever the rag is you're working on. So yeah, And it'll help you play faster too. You can set markers. I want to play it, 100 beats per minute. All right, now I want to try to play it 150, 200, whatever. Number 4, because I guess that was a long one, but I'm going to still count this as number 4. Listen to your teacher. Get a teacher and listen to your teacher. Just do that. These videos are fun, right? I have a ton of fun making them. People like watching them, but I'm not a teacher, right? I'm just a student. I'm like to share my knowledge, to some degree here, whatever I can, but find a teacher and then trust them to show you how to play the instrument. And don't this is my total personal feeling, right? Is don't every week be like, give me something new, right? Because then like I said, you'll get a bunch of things, and you'll be the guy that does 10,000 kicks one time. I do the lesson, and then get good at it, and do the next one. 1 second. I know that maybe seems like really straightforward again, but like, get a teacher. If you don't have a teacher, get a teacher. There's someone, most likely, someone plays sitar in your area. And if not, go look online. Whether it's someone who's lived a couple towns over, that's a long drive, and you go see them once a month, and then you take lessons over Skype with them. I have the information always for my teacher below. You can always reach out to him. But yeah, like teacher. And finally, and this is, I think, the most obvious coming from me in terms of what are my personal opinions on learning the sitar. But number 5, document your progress. When I first started taking lessons, I took a couple like iPhone videos, just, or little, at the time, like little Zoom video recorders, because, technology changes a lot. But I'm really glad I did that, because I didn't know what I didn't know. I didn't know whether I was good or bad. I don't know anything. And I probably, still don't know that now. But I need a sip of water out of this fantastic mug. Link in the description. Oh, wait. I got covering up. I'm a bad salesman. Anyways, yeah, document what you're doing, because I found that was a great thing for me down the road. My teacher would give me comments, whatever, and I didn't always understand, because there's so much to learn about this instrument. But then having the ability to look back in time and go, oh, okay, now I get that. Or, oh, wow, I thought I was doing so good on that. I was really sounding bad on that. Oh, but the video I shot, last week, wow, I sound great. So, or I'm sounding better. So, yes, that's my other thought. Just document. It's fun to share with family. Maybe you don't make it public. You don't have to put it on YouTube. You don't have to try to do what I'm doing. That's cool too. Do that too. Let's have more of us. It can't all be guitar videos on YouTube, right? Anywho, I love guitar videos though. I spend way too much time watching about guitar effects online. Anywho, I'm getting off topic. That is my 5 things about learning sitar. Okay. As always, like, comment, subscribe, and I got merch. Look at that. Huh? Woo. Okay. Talk to everyone later, or whatever. Have a good practice. That's what I say at the end. Have a good practice. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.